Well, I guess Judgment Day is here today, because I have to review this now. Oh, God. Before this game came out, I got to play the demo of it, and I liked it. I mean, it was just a demo. Plus, I was still at that point in my life where I couldn't tell the difference between a good game and a bad game. But I didn't get it when it came out, because I didn't have a 360, a PS3, or even a Wii yet. But later, after I saw Spax3's review of it...
And please forgive my stone look, I must have been drunk when I did that. Which is understandable, as this is one of those... games that make you want to kill yourself!
I decided to avoid the game like the plague. But since I am a die-hard Sonic fan, a game reviewer, and because I was so damn curious, I played it. And... It sucks. It sucks beyond belief. The story takes place in a city called Soleanna, where a festival of the sun is taking place. Suddenly, Dr. Eggman attacks the city and attempts to steal the Chaos Emeralds from Soleanna's princess, Princess Elise. Just when you think all hope is lost, Sonic comes in and saves the day. But the princess still gets kidnapped. You begin the game in Soleanna and you have to go around the town and talk to people. It's not a big problem, I mean you have to do this in games like Zelda. But here's the problem. You walk up to someone, they have a job for you. You accept, and then a loading screen. Then, they tell you what you're supposed to do, and then another loading screen. Then you start the mission, you beat it, and then another loading screen. They just come up immediately after you've done something, after a mission, or even after the cutscenes. They're literally everywhere. These loading screens take up about 15 seconds, and it's so annoying and unnecessary. When you start one of the actual levels in the game, you jump through this portal, wait for the goddamn loading screen, and start the level. Which is where you finally get to start playing. You play multiple characters in Sonic 06, so let's start with Sonic. Now when you play as Sonic, what do you think of? Speed. Sonic's gameplay has no speed. He runs incredibly slow and is hard to control. Even if you try moving on the dash plates, you don't move any faster. In fact, I think you stay at the exact same speed you were running. Let's see how fast Sonic can run in a good 3D Sonic game, like Sonic Adventure. There are also these parts in the game when Sonic actually runs at top speed, but there are two problems. You can't stop, and when you jump, you can't move around. You have to stay in the direction that you're jumping. You're probably thinking that there have to be some parts of the game where you can run at regular speed, right? Yes, but there's no point in controlling Sonic. All you can do is just basically watch him run. Silver the Hedgehog. Man, do I hate Silver. He's just another excuse to add another hedgehog into the game, and he's more of an emo than Shadow. Silver uses psychic powers, so he can only lift boxes and giant rocks coming at him. I mean, couldn't they have been a little more creative than that? I mean, why can't I just lift up the enemies and just throw them? I mean, that would have been awesome. Shadow still uses vehicles and weapons, which I don't see what the point of using them is when you can just run faster, and just use your homing attack, so what's the point? Tails may have suffered a little more than Sonic. For an attack, he uses gummy ring bombs, which are one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in a game. Knuckles and Rouge won't stop sticking to the wall, and Blaze the Cat is the only character who's actually playable. And she actually moves faster than Sonic. What's up with that? The voice acting was so bad that I think my ears started to bleed. What's worse is I couldn't change the voice acting to Japanese. Basically, the entire English voice cast except Mike Pollock and maybe Dan Green just sucked. Jason Griffith makes Sonic sound like a clown and Shadow like an emo, and not the good kind. He ruined their characters, especially Sonic. I still think Ryan Drummond should be voicing Sonic, but Sega had to fire him and not even tell him about it. Amy Paladin makes Tails sound like a little girl. Dan Green is okay as Knuckles, but I don't feel his voice matches the character. Amy sounds annoying, and quite frankly, I like her old voice actor better. And Rouge doesn't sound sexy anymore. Oh crap, now everyone on the internet's gonna think I'm a furry. I thought Blaze sounded pretty good, and Silver was just plain annoying. And of course, I can't forget the infamous scenes with Sonic and Elise. Seriously, Sega, what were you thinking? Bestiality is freaking weird. I sure hope she doesn't kiss him. What the... Well, let's see if the final boss is interesting. Sonic 06 is without a doubt the worst Sonic game ever made. And you want to know what the most disturbing part is? This game could have been good, but Sega decided to rush it for Christmas release and killed off half the Sonic fanbase. Bottom line, I give Sonic 06 a 0 out of 10. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go play a 3D Sonic game that's worth my time.